It's Ash from Super Videos back for another live stream. This is going to be a live stream for Season 8, Episode 8, the mid-season finale of Season 8 of The Walking Dead, which was called How It's Gotta Be. So, a crazy episode. Definitely one of those episodes where you don't know, where we go from here. And obviously that last scene has a lot to do with that, and we will discuss that. Now, one thing I want to mention is stay tuned for the standalone Carl getting bit video. I will put that out probably tonight, so stay tuned for that. So I want to know everybody's opinions about this episode and the first half in general and what you think of it. So there's currently one person here. I'll just wait a couple minutes for more people to show up. I did put the reminder there, and people will kind of see that, and hopefully they'll come here as well. So maybe that will increase the volume of the amount of people we get on the live stream as well. So Epic Zombie Killer says, what happened in the episode? You're going to have to watch it. A lot happened. Giuseppe De Rosa says, hey, how are you doing? Frog Governor, he has the cure. No, he doesn't. No, I don't like that idea. And I definitely will talk about that in the standalone video that I'm going to do. Frog Governor says, or it's the mask people. You mean the Whisperers? No. No way. Giuseppe De Rosa, oh, you mean the Whisperers bit him? That'll be even more weird. So, yeah, that doesn't make sense that much. Giuseppe De Rosa, I wasn't expecting a live stream today. Yeah, usually I put it on Fridays, but because I'm not going to be at home on Friday, so on Friday night, I'm going to be basically on the road, so I'm not going to be able to put a video up for you guys, so I'm doing it tonight instead. And I did kind of mention that in my review, or was it my promo breakdown or my reaction? I'm not sure. But for those of you that don't know, I did a reaction this time to the last episode. So if you want to see my reaction, go check that video, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And also there is something that's very interesting and I guess exciting that happened as well. I'm not sure if you guys saw my message on Facebook, on the Facebook channel of the page, but Skybound, who usually does their kind of reaction video snippets and taking pieces of everybody's reactions and making a compilation out of it, they included my reaction in there as well, which was pretty odd and interesting because I didn't send it to them, so that was very interesting as well. So yeah, definitely something I wasn't expecting, but I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but yeah. So let's get back into the questions here. We have 6 people watching, which is pretty good. Frog Governor says, yeah. Okay, you mean the Whisperers thing. Yeah, I don't think the Whisperers are there. At this point, it's way too early for them. Giuseppe De Rosa says, cool. Claudio Bernardo Salve? Not sure what you mean there. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A, Carl is dead because he got bit in that spot that you can't cut the bite out. Yeah, so he got bit in the stomach, chest region, and that's going to play out like any other bites do. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's not going to be able to treat it. It's been a couple days, I would say, or 2 days at least, from the time that he got bit. So at this time, there's absolutely nothing they can do. He is a goner. So I wouldn't even be surprised if we don't see Carl in the next episode. We're just looking at the aftermath. I wouldn't be surprised. Giuseppe De Rosa, I saw you on the Skybound. Yeah. I was surprised. Were you? Giuseppe De Rosa video, yeah. Moneymaker, Antone, sup? What's up? Antone. Okay, I think I pronounced your name wrong. What's up? Giuseppe De Rosa, it's good. It should boost your channel. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good in that sense. But also, it's good to be included in something like that as well. Aside from the boosting of the channel and getting people to be on the channel and stuff. Moneymaker Anton says, sup again. And sup like 3 times, I guess. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think the Whisperers will make the Walking Dead ratings go up if they do it good? We thought that All Out War will boost ratings, but look where we are. So I don't know. At this time, I don't think they can if it continues this route in terms of the pacing, the story, the structure, everything. Because even though it's fast-paced, it's action-packed, but at the same time, it's not moving the story that much. Even though there's a lot of action, there's a lot of attacks here and there, the actual story is being stretched instead of them actually making every scene mean something or move the story along. They're just stretching it out, in my opinion. Frog Governor, we'll see, and it was Carl. Birthday 2 days after the episode. Was it your birthday 2 days after the episode? I'm not sure what you mean there, but if it was, happy birthday. Moneymaker Anton, why did you do that? Do what, exactly? Epic Zombie Killer. Q&A, yeah, if you get bit on the arm or the leg, you can survive, but if you get bit on the shoulder or the stomach, you're dead. Well, if you get bit on the arm, they would have to chop your arm off ASAP. Same with the shoulder, I guess. Yeah, it depends where, because if it's right here, you can chop it off from here, I guess. But yeah, it just all depends. But if it's your chest or stomach area, then you're a goner for sure. Moneymaker Anton, you hurt my feelings. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. What's up? How about that? You said sup, what's up? I said what's up, but let's say what's up again. Ask a question, and I'll be happy to answer your question. Next question comes from Giuseppe De Rosa. How many seasons do you think The Walking Dead will go on for? Honestly, I want 20, but I don't know if we'll get to that. Right now, easily 2-3 more seasons. But 20 seasons, I don't know about that. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think we'll see another big character die this season? We can. They can do it in the mid-season premiere, which is unlikely. They can do it closer to the finale, which is also unlikely. Or they can do it in the finale, which is likely. I think we will get another big one. Not as big as Carl, but another kind of big one in the finale as well. And my candidates for that are... I guess they would be as big as Carl if you think about it. But Morgan or Daryl, one of the two. They may end up not risking it and not killing any of them, but I think we will see another big one. Epic Zombie Killer, Q&A, it sucks. I was really looking forward to seeing the Lydia storyline. Yeah, we could still see that, but they're going to have to remix it a lot. I mean by a lot. What happened when they killed Andrea like that? They had to remix the story because Andrea in the comics was a big part of the story, even bigger than Carl is at this point. And they managed to make it work. So at this point, I wouldn't say that it's over and they can't come back from this, but it was definitely an odd decision. And they're going to have to work very hard to remix the story and make it work out without Carl being there, for the Whispers story arc specifically. Leo Morgan, I think that they killed Carl off because of his, let's say, questionable acting skills and age, and Judith will carry on his comic storyline. With that, I hope will be a better actor than Chandler Riggs. I don't think it was just his acting. I think there's a lot of things going on that we don't know about, which is going to be revealed later on. That's what I think. I think I was watching Ronnie Hayes from Make It Path Presents video on this as well, and he brought up a great point. He says we're not going to know for a while, and he's right. We're most likely going to know maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years from now. The actor may come out and say it, or Scott Gimple may say it, or AMC may put something out that explains what happened. But at this point, there's a lot of piece of the information missing, in my opinion. Giuseppe De Rosa, man, I really just want at least 15 seasons minimum. Yeah, I want there to be way more, but I don't think it's being optimistic. Even being optimistic, I don't think we'll get that many. King Ken 214, sorry about that. Oh my god, I thought you were a teenager. Well, I'm not a teenager, so great. Giuseppe De Rosa, I have all the season DVDs, 1 to 7. I love adding new seasons to the collection. Yeah, I just have season 7. I was gonna get, or not season 7, sorry, season 6. I was gonna get season 7, but, I decided not to because it's just something that I'm not into collecting. I collect the comics, but, the DVDs themselves, I'm not into that really. So yeah, I stopped collecting them. I never really collected. I just got one, but yeah. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A, I find it weird that Carl's death was similar to Jim's death in Season 1. Yeah, that was definitely a callback to that, for sure. But was it the right character to do that with? I don't think so. King Can 214. Or could have Carl been bitten by whispers? Yeah, someone else brought this up. Nah, that doesn't make sense because, one, it's way too early for the whisperers to show up, and two, why would they bite someone? They can just stab them, you know? Or just push them around towards another walker or something like that. They don't need to bite them. Biting them doesn't do anything. So what's the point of them doing that? So not only is it way too early for them to show up in the story, but also it doesn't make sense for them to bite Carl. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think Rick will ever lose his hand or a limb? Not at this point. I think we're way past the point when they can do that. If they wanted to do that, they would have done it when the governor showed up, just like the comics. If they didn't do it then, they could have done it with Negan. They kind of teased us with him, or with Negan having, or threatening to cut Carl's arm, but I think if they were going to do it, at this point, they would have done it already. So, yeah, I think it's way too late for that. Epic Zombie Killer, same with me. I also have all the seasons. I even have Fear Season 1. Yeah, there's a lot of collectors out there, and, you know, I think it's cool, it's great, but it's not my thing. Giuseppe De Rosa, I like the first half of season, but they could have done more. I would give the first half a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think a 7 out of 10 is reasonable. For me, I would probably give it the same, maybe 6.5 out of 10, but, you know, that's pretty close, so that's reasonable, I would say. King Ken 214, do you think I should fire Scott Gimple? You mean they should fire Scott Gimple? I love Fear the Walking Dead, but after what he did, I think he's going to run for the Walking Dead body like killing Madison or Nikoff. So, I'm against them firing Gimple. I think they saw a big, massive, kind of short-term quality loss when they fired Darabont. So, I don't think they want to go through that all over again. We still don't have the full information. We don't know whether this was all on Gimple or not. And I'm definitely going to touch on that when I do my standalone video on this subject. That's going to be released probably later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. But in terms of them firing Gimple, I don't think that's a great idea. I think no matter what he did, even if everything was his fault, I think, you know, people do make risky decisions as creators, so we gotta respect that. We shouldn't just say fire him because he made a creative decision. If there's something to it and it's not just his creative decision, then, you know, we still have to discuss whether he's fit or he should be fired or whatever. So I think we shouldn't, as fans, we shouldn't think about that stuff. As fans, we should think about ways to try to improve or make suggestions or talk about things that will improve the show instead of just being negative and saying fire this, fire that. And, you know, bring this back, or bring this character back, kill this character. So instead of doing that, let's, you know, collectively as a fan base, look into what they can do to improve the show in terms of the quality of it. Not killing this character or killing this character, but in terms of story, in terms of storytelling. That's what I mean. King Ken 214, ruin Fear the Walking Dead, that's what I mean. Yeah, I got what you meant, yeah. King Ken 214, I honestly thought that Daryl's leg was going to get blown up like Heath in the comic book. The comics, yeah. So that was definitely something I was anticipating as well, and it would have been very interesting and I guess a pretty cool scene and emotional, of course, even though he's not going to die, but, you know, they ended up not doing that. They ended up not giving that to anyone, which is what did kind of annoy me a little bit because that was a great scene from the comics. So not giving it to anyone is kind of wasting that great piece of storytelling that was in the comics. So disappointed that they didn't do that. But it would have been great if they did it and gave it to someone like Daryl. Squidward, the almighty meme god, says, "Sup, what's up?" Giuseppe DeRosa says, which is the best season of The Walking Dead? I love season 5. Yeah, season 5 was great. For me, it was season 5, season 6, one of the two. I just can't decide on which one. I like season 6 a bit more, but both seasons were great. I think Walking Dead was at its prime, at its top, in terms of quality and fan excitement during season 5 and 6. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Carl got bitten in episode 6 when he was helping Siddiq. He was wrestling walkers. He threw one of him. Another fell on him, and the one he threw off bit his stomach. Yeah, I got that. I basically went back to that scene and I watched it over, and it's basically clear. They don't show it exactly, but you can tell. And I will definitely include the scene or the clip of that episode when he does get bit, the moment he does, in the standalone video that I do, so stay tuned for that. And I'll share my thoughts about that as well, in terms of whether it was realistic, whether it worked, and all of that stuff. Giuseppe DeRosa, do you think Heath will come back in the second half? Maybe. Possible. I would give it a 40% chance. But yeah, it's unlikely, but it's possible. Giuseppe DeRosa, do you think the finale battle will be even better than the comics? I don't know about better. It's gonna be different for sure. I don't know about better or not. We're gonna have to wait and see. Giuseppe DeRosa, what do you think Siddiq will do in the second half? He's gonna stay at Alexandria. He's gonna, I guess, help the group. I don't know if he wants to or not, but for what Carl did for him, saving him, he might go through that and help the group attack the Saviors. He might even know about the Saviors, because we do know Siddiq from the comics knows about the Saviors. So they might go the same route. So we will definitely get to see something along the lines of him helping the group to an extent. Squidward, the Almighty Meme God, The Walking Dead is starting to fade. Better find something new. If you're talking about the channel, then yeah, I think I'm going to wait on that. Even though the channel is kind of struggling in terms of the views and stuff, but I'm going to hold off on that. There isn't really too many TV shows that I follow anyway, so if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to basically get caught up and everything like that, so I don't know about that. But at the moment, let's try to look at The Walking Dead and hope for the best. It is fading, you're right, but let's hope for the best. Giuseppe DeRosa says, do you think we'll see Earl Sutton in the second half? I think he died. Didn't he die? Wasn't he the guy that Simon shot in the last episode? I thought he was. I'm not sure. Leo Morgan, I think they should cut the series back to 6 to 12 episodes. 16 is too long and drags storyline out. Thoughts? Yeah, they could. I don't know if that's going to help. It could potentially help the quality get better in terms of not stretching the storyline, like you say, but maybe 6 is too short. 16 may be too long, so maybe 12, I think that might be reasonable. Again, I don't know if they do 12 episodes, then they might do the same thing. So it might not be a matter of how many episodes. Even if it's 12 episodes, they might not have enough material, and they might give episodes where it's just bottle episodes, or it's just stretching the storyline. So it's just tough to say. Even if it's 6 episodes, they might do that. So it's not about how many episodes. I think it's about the approach. If the approach is the same, no matter how many episodes there are, they're still going to do that. Let's say if they want to have 6 episodes, then they're probably going to make it very slow so that not all of All Out War would be in 6 episodes. If, for example, this season was 6 episodes, they would try to push it to next episode. Or not next episode, next season. So it's about the approach. It's not about how many episodes. I think I missed a few questions. Let's go up here. There we go. Giuseppe DeRosa, who's your favorite character in the show? Sorry, I forgot if you said it already. I think I talked about it before as well, but probably at this point, I would say not Daryl. Rick first, then Daryl, then probably Michonne, and then Yeah, Carl was next, I guess, and from the dead characters, Abraham, Glenn, they would all kind of fit in that area as well. Negan. I forgot Negan. Negan is definitely one of those that fits in the top 10 as well. Squidward, the almighty meme god, can I talk about the episode? Yeah, go ahead. That's what we're here for. And yeah, spoiler alert, obviously, because we're talking about the episode. So if you haven't watched the episode, don't watch the live stream because we're going to talk about the events of the episode. King Ken214, if you play the Walking Dead Telltale games, you can answer this question. Do you think Clementine from the game will come into the Walking Dead comics or even TV show? Yeah, I haven't played, so I probably wouldn't be the best person to ask this, but I think it'll be cool. I don't know, if you ask someone who's played the game, might have a different opinion, I think it will be cool. As a person that doesn't know about that character and has only seen them in one or two teasers and just others talking about her, it would be interesting. Leo Morgan, Robert Kirkman is suing for the rights back to The Walking Dead ATN, so The Walking Dead could be cancelled. No lies, look it up. I haven't heard about that. I do know he is suing AMC, if that's what you're referring to. He's not suing for what you're saying, for the show to be cancelled or anything like that. But if it's something new, I haven't heard it. I will have to, look it up. Squidward, the almighty meme god. I'm talking about the show in general. Oh, the show in general. Yeah, I guess you can, but let's concentrate on season 8 right now. I will do maybe I'll do another live stream as well where we talk about general stuff. So next week I might do another live stream as well, but it'll be a Q&A live stream, not just for an episode. So it'll be like a weekly Q&A. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might just, have a video where I just say ask your questions and start the Q&A videos just like that, as I have always done, or I might do a live stream. I don't know. But for this live stream, let's just concentrate on season 8. Giuseppe De Rosa, don't worry, Ash. Keep on making videos. You will get more subscribers. It just takes time. Yeah, I know. No worries. I'm not worried. I'm just having fun. That's what it's all about. I'm not doing this for the views, the revenue, or the monetization, or whatever. I'm just doing it because as a fan, I love the Walking Dead community. And that's what it's all about for me. That's what excites me to make more videos. I don't make videos for the number of views I get. Even if I make a great video that people enjoy and only 5 people watch, I'm okay with that. As long as, people do enjoy what I'm putting out. And I feel like as a community, we are having fun and basically investing in this show that we all love by talking about it and discussing and sharing our opinions. I think I missed a couple questions here. There we go. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. The only thing I don't get is why did it take him so long to get the fever? He got bit in episode 6 and it took him till episode 8 for him to start getting sick. Yeah, that's true to an extent. We do know he got bit, but he had clothes on, so that might have had something to do with it. And I'll definitely talk about that in the standalone video, but yeah. I think you are right. It's not consistent, but we do know that it depends, right? It's not the same for every person. So that has to be taken into consideration as well. But I do feel like it was a bit late. I don't know how long ago he got bit, maybe a day or 2 days. But yeah, I kind of agree with you there. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think Amazon will have a new Walking Dead show because Kirkman signed with them? No, I don't think so. He didn't sign with them to create a new show. At least not a Walking Dead show, so I don't think that's going to happen. And I don't even know if he can do that. He doesn't have the rights completely. AMC is going to basically go after him if he does that. Squidward, the almighty meme god, I felt like Carl's death was... I think it's cutting off for me. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. was a forced or last minute decision. Yeah, I think so. It felt like that for sure. At least it felt like they just decided they want to do that in season 8. At least that's what it felt for me. King Ken 214, my mom and a lot of family members and friends that watching The Walking Dead because their favorite characters will die. Family and friends that watching The Walking Dead because their favorite... Yeah, anyone's favorite character can die at any moment. I think the only character that's very, very, very safe, I would say, or should be safe, is Carl. Not Carl, sorry, is Rick. Carl is not safe, as we saw last episode, but Rick is the only one that's really, really safe. But other characters, they may go at any time. They can kill Carol next episode. They can kill Daryl next episode. So I think if we're invested in the show, it doesn't matter who dies. We still love the show. We don't love the show because this character is in there or this actor is in there. We love this show because of the show as a whole. So yeah, I think that should be our philosophy as a fan. Or as fans of the show. King Ken 214, I miss Beth. She wasn't my favorite character, but yeah, I can tell, or I can understand why people would miss her. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A, hey, I think they should have had someone else play Negan because he's too skinny and he seems to get knocked down easily. He is skinny, he needs to get buff, but I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan. I think that he's doing a phenomenal job as being Negan and portraying Negan. Leo Morgan, do you think there's a chance there's a dumpster somewhere Carl can climb under? That's a good one. That's a good one. I think he might have hit under the deer, right? Because he was fighting off the walkers and the walkers were eating the deer there. So that could be possible. He could have slid under the deer and he could survive. You know, the deer might have bit him. That's possible. Giuseppe De Rosa, I'm trying to tell people that love The Walking Dead about your channel. Thank you, I appreciate it. Giuseppe De Rosa, at least Carl's death takes away all the plot armor. It does to an extent, but I feel like it was just there for shock value. It's not like they're going to do that again in the next episode or anything like that. It was just there for shock value. At least that's what it felt to me. So I don't think it necessarily takes away all the plot armor, but it does kind of make us question who is really safe. But at the same time, there are characters that we know are not going to get killed off. One of them, Rick. The other one, I would say at this point, is Negan, because killing him off at the end of this season just doesn't make sense because they've been building up them following his comic arc. So that's another character. Then the other, maybe Carol. Depends how you look at it, but I feel like some of these characters do have great plot armors, and even for shock value, they wouldn't kill them because it's way too risky. So I don't agree with you there when you say Carl's death takes away all the plot armor. Jasmine Holmes is crying. I agree. Jasmine Holmes, Scott lied to Chandler. I don't know about that. I read that somewhere, but I don't know about the exact details. So I'm going to have to look into that. But I will discuss it in my standalone video that I'm going to release. Probably tomorrow morning, because it might be too late for tonight. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think the ratings will go up? Second half. It's possible. I think even if they don't go up, they will go back to normal. So they don't have to go up, as Jada says, but they will go back to normal, I would say. Or I hope they go back to normal. I better put it that way. Giuseppe De Rosa, or at least stay the same. Yeah, you're right. That's what I meant. That's what I was getting at. Stay the same, but it's still low, right? So it would need to get back to what it was originally. Closer to the second half of season 6, I would say. Because it's been kind of declining a little bit ever since season 7 started. Or at least after the first episode. So, you know, it depends on how you look at it. Giuseppe De Rosa, which character do you wish was still alive other than Carl? That's a good question. I would say Glenn, but his death was important in the story. So Abraham, I would say Abraham, because I feel like his death didn't really do that much, even though it did kind of have that push for Sasha and Rosita's storyline, but it was a bit kind of like for shock value as well. And for those of you that follow my channel, you know my thoughts about the double death in the season 7 premiere, so I'm not going to get into that here, but yeah, I would say right off the top of my head, Glenn and Abraham. Let's go up. Okay. Squidward, the almighty meme god, says, well, I got to go. See ya. See you later. King Can 214, do you think The Walking Dead TV show ever catch up with the comic book? Not with the pacing they have right now. Leo Morgan, Norman Reedus is the highest paid actor, just under Andy Lincoln. Do you think they're making him unlikable to kill him off without riots starting? I do think that they're trying to make him unlikable for sure, and I have a video planned for that as well. I don't know when I'm going to release it. Most likely during the off season. I don't know when exactly, but in terms of the riots, I don't agree with that. I don't think there'll be any riots starting, but they will, I think, or they are trying to do this to lessen the backlash. And one of the reasons they may want to kill him is budget. I do believe that could be the case. It's AMC. We know that they have a big thing with budgets. I'm not going to get into that, but that's possible. That they are trying to make him like this so they can kill him off and not have to pay him that much. Giuseppe De Rosa, there's still a lot of old characters alive. Rick, Daryl, Carol, Morgan, Maggie, Michonne, Tara, Rosita, Eugene. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say Eugene and Rosita are too old of characters, and even Tara, but for the others, definitely. They're characters that have been there for a while. Serahia Glover says, hi, I'm hoping, or I hope I pronounced your name right. And you say, no way. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Giuseppe De Rosa, they need to stop killing off season 1 characters. There's only 4 left. Haven't you heard? They're going to kill all of them by the end of the season. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I hope they don't kill all of them off. Serahia Glover says season. No way season. I'm not sure what you mean there. Sorry. You might have to kind of write the rephrase your question there. Or I'm not even sure if that's a question, but okay. Jasmine Holmes, did you think Tyrese's episode was creepy? Tyrese's episode? That was way back. In what way creepy? I'm not sure what you mean by creepy. In terms of unexpected, yeah. Shot differently or filmed differently and having a different structure, yeah. But I don't know about creepy. Saria Glover says yes, and I'm assuming you mean by pronouncing your name. I hope that's what you mean. Leo Morgan, it is weird. I miss Shane due to John Berthel incredible acting. Yeah, that's another character I miss. Shane, definitely. I think it fit with the story to have him be killed the way he did because it happened in the comics and it was a big important part of the storyline that we see after that moment. So it was definitely necessary, but I do miss John Berthel as Shane. And Shane in general, yeah. Sergio Glover, Rick and Negan need to sit down and talk. Yeah, they should. We should just see them talk for the next episode. Debate. A debate between Rick and Negan for 90 minutes. How many people will watch? Maybe that'll help the ratings go up. Jasmine Holmes, HBO needs to take over Walking Dead. I disagree. I think it'll be cool, but it'll kill the show, I think, if they do that. They would have to build up some kind of fan base again, in my opinion, because they're going from one channel or one network to another network. Giuseppe De Rosa, there should be at least 2 remaining season 1 characters alive when it's all over. I hope that's the case. For a while now, I thought Carl will be one of those people, but now I don't know about that. Or he's not going to be for sure because he's dead. But Leo Morgan, do you think Negan will survive season 8? 90%. He's going to survive. The likelihood of him surviving is 90%, in my opinion. Serhia Glover, sorry you're crying. I'm not sure why you're sorry. Don't worry about it. If I said something, I'm sorry about that. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think we'll get another Rick and Negan fight? Yeah, for sure. In the finale, most likely. King Ken 214, how do you think The Walking Dead will end? I think it would end by them finding a cure. Oh, it would end with them finding a cure? I don't think so. I don't think they're going towards finding a cure storylines. I don't think that's on the table at this time. And I don't think that it will ever be on the table. Epic Zombie Killer. Kierne, I know this isn't Walking Dead related, but why didn't you like Ratchet and Clank? Just curious. It's just not, I remember that. I watched it, I think it was 2 live streams ago that you mentioned. Or was it more? I think it was more. It's just not my thing. I'm not a big anime, kind of animation type of films or games or movies or anything like that. It's just not my cup of tea. Leo Morgan, which actor, actress would you like to see in The Walking Dead? That's a great question. I think it's better that the actors and the actresses that we don't know about are on the show because that just helps us connect with the character more. If they bring in someone that we recognize, it's difficult for us to get into connecting with the character. And I did feel a little bit like that with Negan at the beginning. It's kind of gone away now because Jeffrey Dean Morgan has done such a great job acting Negan out and making us really see Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan. So I guess he had a big part in that, but I don't really think about it that way, which actor or actress I would want to see in there, because I think it's better that they don't bring an actor or actress that we recognize. Serhia Glover, I miss Glenn and Carl. Same here. Serhia Glover says, do you trust Dwight? I can't say that. Do I trust Dwight? Yes, I do. I think at this point he has made it very clear where he stands. So yeah, I definitely do trust him. He hasn't fully redeemed himself 100%, but I do agree. I do trust him, trust Dwight, and he has redeemed himself a little bit to me. Giuseppe De Rosa, who would win in a fight, the Governor or Negan? One-on-one, probably Governor, but if we're looking at weapons involved, again, most likely Governor. If we're talking about comics, Negan all the way. But if we're talking about the show, Governor. Jasmine Holmes, I loved that Carl saved Alexandria. Yeah, that was a cool moment. Definitely. Leo Morgan, what would cause you to stop watching The Walking Dead? A few things. The quality being so low that I just don't find myself excited about it. Them killing off characters that are important to the show, to the storyline that they're bringing to the show from the comics, or cutting down on the gore and stuff because they're trying to be more family friendly or anything like that. That's definitely one. Things like that. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think we'll get a really old flashback like with an old character? I don't think so. They could, but I don't think that they will. Leo Morgan, do you prefer dialogue, heavy episodes, or action episodes? In between. Somewhere in between there. Giuseppe De Rosa, Andrew Lincoln's contract is up. I think they renewed their contract for season... Sorry about that. Something just popped up and I thought this stream was going to end. What was I talking about? Oh, the contract. I think they renewed new contracts for season 8 or starting from season 8, but I might be wrong about that. Giuseppe De Rosa, how many years do you think he'll sign? I don't know. You would have to ask him. I'm not sure. I think as long as he can. At this point, I think Andrew Lincoln is very much committed to The Walking Dead. So, King Ken 214, do you know where Obama is in The Walking Dead? Well, there is no Obama in The Walking Dead. Something keeps popping up on the software I'm using for the live stream. So if the live stream ends at any point, just know that I didn't end it and it just shut down by itself. Because I'm getting a lot of pop-ups right now. So no, Obama on The Walking Dead, he's not there. He doesn't exist because in that world, there is a president, but the president is not Obama. Obama does not even exist in that world. So yeah. Or the ex-president. Leo Morgan, I think this season is better because there's no more bottle episodes. I do still think there are bottle episodes. You could consider some episodes bottle, even though they don't just include 1 or 2 characters, and they're not just focused on one group. They are still bottle episodes because they're stretching the storyline in that episode. We're like 41 minutes in, so I think that's it for this live stream. It was a great discussion. I loved it, and I think you guys enjoyed it as well. I hope you guys did. I'll go through like 2-3 more questions, and that'll be the end of this live stream. Leo Morgan, oh, I just answered that. Sarah here, Glover, I think Rick will die in season 9 or 10. I don't think so. I think it'll be a big risk if they kill Rick in the next season. If they do, season 9 or even season 10, then ratings will go down. Everyone's going to be pissed. There's going to be a lot of backlash. So I don't think they're going to risk it that much. A big zombie killer. Q&A. Do you think people are starting to prefer Fear the Walking Dead over The Walking Dead season 8? I don't know about others. For me, no. As much problem I have with season 8, the first half, I still prefer that over Fear the Walking Dead, to be honest. Serhia Glover, Jadis betrayed Rick. Yes, she did. I don't know what the hell Rick was thinking going back to her, but guess what? He's not going to go back to her now, or if he does, then Rick deserves every bit of shit he gets from the Jadis and her community next season, next half season. I don't think he will trust them again or basically want to make another deal with them, but if he does, he deserves everything he gets. Jasmine Holmes, I think the timeline for Morgan with Fear the Walking Dead was when he was in season 3. Yeah, I do. I think that's most likely when it is. That's the one that makes the most sense. And I do have a lot of separate videos just talking about that crossover, so if you're interested about my full thoughts about that, go there and check those videos. Sarahia Glover, don't go. Yes, it's actually kind of late. I do have to go because I do want to try to make the other standalone video for Carl tonight if I can. But yeah, as much as I love discussing these things with you guys, I think 43 minutes is enough for me right now. I might do longer live streams later on, but for now I think it's good. But I appreciate you wanting me to stay. King Ken 214, do you agree with the theory that Madison will become a Whisperer or Alpha? No, I don't. I hate that theory. Giuseppe De Rosa, do you think Scavengers will return? They have to. Sarah Hill Glover, you're the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Zay King, I just started watching. LOL. No problem. I'm most likely going to end it in a few minutes. I hope you would have come earlier and joined us earlier, but you can join us for the next live stream. And yeah, for these live streams, I'm going to put like a reminder. I put it on for this one as well. A reminder 15 minutes before the live stream. So if you see a reminder kind of live stream will begin shortly kind of thing, that's when I'm going to review or release or go live. That's what I mean. That's when I'm going to go live. So if you see that, stay on the channel because that's probably when I'm going to go live. And, you know, you won't miss it that way. I'm going to try to post them on the official Facebook page of the channel as well. The link is in the description. I'll try to put it there as well way earlier so that way you guys can kind of know about it. But yeah, it's a shame that you got here late. Giuseppe De Rosa, love these live streams. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sarahia Glover, we all love you. Thank you. I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me so far. It's been great, you know. that's what I love about YouTube and the Walking Dead community we have. It's that we entertain each other. We basically discuss things and we make things fun for each other. So that's what it's all about. Zay King, do you think Carl will die? Yes, he will. I will do a separate standalone video. It might come out tonight. It might come out tomorrow morning. But stay tuned for it. I think he will die for sure. But I have a standalone video that I will talk about it. So I actually have this right here. I wrote down everything I wanted to talk about in that standalone video. So it's coming. It's coming, guys. I'm going to put it out. It might be a little bit late because everyone jumped on it right away when the episode aired. But I waited a bit, so yeah. But it's coming. Stay tuned for it. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. I thought the scene in the mid-season finale involving Jadis were stupid. There was only like one clip. Maybe a less than a minute clip, right? I was hoping they showed that at the end of last episode. So that way we don't have just that one thing. So I do think that it felt a bit out of place. So if that's what you mean, yeah, I agree. But I think it was cool to see, regardless. Giuseppe De Rosa, yep. Okay, Sarahia Glover, Carl died because of AMC and Scott Gimple. Again, somewhat agree with it. I'll do a standalone video. So that's it for this live stream. Thank you for everybody who's basically joined the live stream and came on and participated, asked questions. I appreciate all the support you guys gave me or are giving me and all of the kind words and things like that. I appreciate everything. If you're interested to basically see my reaction of the last episode, that video's up. You can go and check it out. If you're interested to know or hear my full review of the episodes, that again is on the channel. If you want to see my promo breakdown for the next half of the season, because the promo has been released for the next half, you will also find that video on the channel as well. Also, if you are interested to see my clip on Skybound's compilation reaction video, you can go to Skybound's channel and check that out as well. It was a great reaction compilation and it's great to be on that. And I think that aside from it being great for the channel, because it obviously will be, it's great to even be included in something like that. So I appreciate it. Thank you to Skybound for doing that. I really appreciate it. So yeah, that's it for this live stream. I will see you next time for the next live stream. I'll let you guys know if the Q&A next week is going to be a live stream Q&A or it's going to be a regular Q&A. But in the meantime, you guys can leave your questions in the comment section of this live stream once it ends, once it's up on the channel, because then I can go back to this live stream when I do my Q&A and answer questions from there. So if you have a question that I missed or we didn't get to or you didn't ask, you can leave it in the comment section afterwards and I'll get to it during the Q&A. Even if I do a live stream Q&A next week, I will come back to these questions that you guys are going to leave and answer them anyway. So yeah, that's it for this live stream. Thank you for participating and I appreciate the support. See you next time for another super video.